All right. All right. Check this out. What a mess, right? This is not going to be a long video. It's just going to be a little bit of fun, kind of like an unboxing, rather more like an unballing. Let me see if I can fix the pitch here. And find, there it is, there's the ball. I thought you might want to watch me take it out. And in the meantime, in the background, you might be hearing Blogalotti's, the bridal boot camp in the background. I thought she's doing a really good job, and I just wanted to continue watching how she puts together her YouTube channel. And yeah, so it's my first time watching her. I clearly, let's see if I can give you a little preview of what's on my screen. Oh no, it's just whited out, you can't see it. But here we are, back to the unballing. Very unplanned. All right. No makeup today. Hey. So the way I made this, it's a weighted ball, a gym ball, wrapped in saran wrap. And then the blackness that you're seeing is actually one of my husband's old cotton t-shirts, just like a regular old t-shirt that I cut into strips. And then I used silicone bathroom caulking from Home Depot, kind of like paper mache style. It's better to wear gloves and have a well-ventilated area because it smells, and there's not a lot of working time. It was very, very messy. And it needs some reinforcing, but it's a start. It's going to need some more coating of silicone to help it keep its shape. And I'm also going to probably need to make sure that I use this in connection with like sand, maybe to help hold the specific shape a little bit better on the bottom. And I like the fact that it's not a perfect sphere. If I wanted it to be a perfect sphere, for sure I would need to use more silicone and a lot more wrapping with the shirt, possibly even to give it more support. Because I only did like maybe I think I did 2 to 3 layers in certain spots, but towards some other areas, just not enough. I ran out of silicone. I had 3 tubes. And no, maybe like 2.5. I had 2.5 tubes. And I made this sphere, which I'm going to practice using today, which, because it's not fully sealed, I'm going to have to use some saran wrap. I'm just concerned that like with certain areas that didn't get enough silicone where you can actually still feel the porous cotton. Well, there's enough of it actually that, I don't know, I'm just worried about how hard it will be to take it off when I'm ready to remove it from the concrete. Plus, what I'm noticing in certain areas where it didn't get enough silicone, that, I'm going to pull it apart. The strips didn't get enough to glue themselves together. Now my concern with putting more silicone directly on top of this, now that it's already cured, is that it's going to peel apart from itself. So on the next mold that I make, I'm going to really make sure that I have way more silicone available to me, and that I do a lot more pre-cut strips. Also, I had tried to do the silicone on top of the strips, like all together, and mash it together like you would with paper mache. It was a terrible, terrible idea. What wound up working better for me was just having a clean strip and then taking the silicone and then just like putting it on the strip and then smoothing it onto it and then putting it on. That kept it fresh and workable and less frustrating. So for sure, that'll be my next challenge next time. Today I'm still going to try and use it to do a cement project, but I will be putting the cement, like I said, in saran wrap and then putting it in place. I do have some cool stuff that I did with the saran wrap on the poured cement. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to actually bring you over to it. This is my first time working with cement and saran wrap and making my own molds. So it's not usually how I like to work. I prefer to work a lot more organized, but you know, whatever. So I've been studying on Pinterest, like different things that people are doing, and one of the ones I really wanted to try was where people dip stuff in cement and then they drape it over something that can support its weight while it cures. So I took different types of boxes, let me show you, and then I just wrapped them in saran wrap. This is like carnation breakfast. And then I took towels that were available, soaked them in my cement mixture, which I originally started off with a 4-to-1 ratio, 4 parts of powdered cement to 1 part water, but I wound up having to continuously add more and more water without really measuring, just so that I could keep up with the towels trying to soak up the water and trying to get the cement in evenly. So that was interesting. I'm not really thrilled with the end result, so it's a work in progress. It's going to need more cement to put onto it to keep it looking more attractive, but I am pretty excited about the porosity and the texture on the outside, because I want to try and grow like moss, or maybe even do kind of like a chia pet thing with this stuff. Hey Leo. The inside though, I'm going to smooth out. I'm going to hand smooth and just put more on for durability, and so that it will be easier for cleanup and potting. I think it'll just look prettier, and I'm eventually going to be selling these things with flowers and things that I grow personally. Here's another one, just a smaller version. Is it? These are this is like my first time ever doing it, so I'm not thrilled again with the results, but it's kind of cool to see the potential that is here so that I can do other stuff. I want to do things like with little miniature garden worlds, maybe terraria orchids and moss, and like a modern chia pet thing, right? So this is cool. Needs some work though. And then that one was done on a square base of something, and this was done on a round base. And then what did it look like beforehand? They were just these, like ovals, like long oblongs that were soaked in regular cement mixture. And then this color was achieved by using acrylic paint that was actually like a red magenta kind of color. And then when it hit with the gray cement, it kind of neutralized and created like this like soft terracotta pinkish color. This one I used over a pomegranate bottle. There you go. Pomegranate plum juice bottle. So that's why it's got this weird, fun, cool shaping. Again, not thrilled with this shape at all, but I think it has potential that I can smooth out and create a really cool sculptural effect. And that's why I wanted to try working with the fabrics dipped in cement, because I want to sculpt with concrete, but I realize that it needs more structure, and I don't particularly at this time want to work with wire. So fabric, because I love sewing, is awesome, and I have a lot of potential for this. Leftovers were smashed into a little silicone bullet type thing that you would microwave your eggs in. And I think I'm going to make this into some kind of paperweight. And it's pretty cool, you know, it's got a few air bubbles and things, so I'm going to make it kind of distressed and do something nice with that. These things here, I don't know, again, it was just leftover stuff, leftover cement, and I put in not teacups, just water, little water cups, and then I took them out and put sand on them. And these are going to be either for like tea lights with moss that's going to grow on them eventually, like little tiny bonsai moss, because I love bonsai moss, like stuff that you see growing in your sidewalk cracks. I love it. Still got some sand on it. And then if you're curious, what does it look like with saran wrap on concrete? It does this kind of effect. You can see the shine and the imperfections and the bubbles. That's going to look really pretty when it's weathered and distressed and you see like moss growing into it. But clearly if it's used like this as a tea light holder, that will not be seen. A little bit on the side. But anyways, it's a cool effect that when I do the saran wrap on other things, like in the sphere over there, I know what it'll look like because I see it here. This is, again, the same thing, but this one was done just a little bit deeper. And again, you can see like the texture. So pretty neat. Lastly, the things that I'm going to show you are these ones here. These were other silicone molds that I made out of other objects. Like this one is the cap to a scope bottle for mouthwash. And that's pretty cool because I can fill that with cement and make some kind of weird little oblong thing. And I like it because they're shapeable. You know, you can squish them and do stuff. This one was from actually a hair color bowl. So here's the bowl. Wrapped in saran wrap, did it on the bottom, popped it out. So it's got this kind of nice, cool concave effect. And the inside does actually go in, so when it's poured with concrete, it'll have some interesting shape. This one is just made from a water bottle that I covered with saran wrap and then did the molding on. And this one was like a, I don't know, like a little Tupperware thing, you know, you store your food in. I just wrapped the bottom. So these will all become different types of dishes, pots, different, I don't know, craftware. I will work with different colors, and I also have some other things in the back for leaves that I'm going to cover with cement. So we'll see how that goes. See you in a little bit.